Welcome back to Cox Connections, exclusively on Cox 9. I'm Jeff Merritt. For the past 18 years, the Roanoke branch of the NAACP has honored Roanoke citizens who have made a positive impact in the community. This year, 13 people were recognized, including 4 high school students. Joining me in the studio is the branch president, Brenda Hale. Brenda, thanks for joining me today.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much. It is a privilege and an honor to be here with you.
Well, the honor is all mine. And before we talk about the Citizen of the Year, tell me a little bit. You have a very active branch here in Roanoke. Tell me a little bit about it.
Yes, we're very proud of the Roanoke Branch NAACP. We were chartered July the 10th, 1933. So we have a long history of serving our community and making a difference. And we're a very active branch. And when you say west of Richmond, we're the branch that you'd be talking about.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I love the fact that you all are so involved in the community, and you just recently had your Citizen of the Year, or Citizens, I guess, of the Year awards. So tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, the reason that we started having our Citizen of the Year awards program is the fact that there's so many people in Roanoke City that would not be honored otherwise. And we recognize their achievements. We work with all of these individuals. You read about them in newspapers, and they're very prominent in the community. So we take that opportunity to have that reception, dinner, and sometimes a dance to recognize them.
Great, and it really recognizes folks from a number of different areas: arts, medicine, education, really the full gamut, if you will. Yes,
absolutely. And you see minorities in the Roanoke Valley, this gives them an opportunity to be seen. If you have a minority business, a lot of the community may not be aware of it. And through the biographies that we include in the book, we're letting the community know of these citizens and all of the outstanding things that they're doing. Plus, it's a way to record history.
Yeah, and you have a number of individuals that you honored, and you were mentioning a couple to me earlier.
Yeah, you know, this year when I was at the Youth Council, and we have a very active Youth Council because we produce leaders. And the president of the Virginia State Conference Youth in College is Javante McNear, and he was with us 4 years, and Maya Chapman and Kaya Hunt. So we're very proud of them because they hold state offices, and all 3 are in college. So we produce leaders. Now, I said to the council, who do you nominate this year? I'll give you the opportunity to nominate one youth. Oh, they said, oh no, Miss Hale, we can't do this without this one and then without this one. So we ended up, I allowed them to do that because they were so excited. We have Mr. Blake Barnes, who was the president of the Youth Council here in Roanoke. We had Miss Aaliyah Gray, who was a past president, and she was at Northside High School. And then we had Mr. Jamel Hale, and he was the president of the William Fleming High School class. And we have Miss Jeremiah Ball. And all of these high school seniors were in the top honor rolls that you could possibly be. When we went to their graduation, they were explaining all the chords that they had. And this year, we gave them a Kenta cloth with NAACP on it. So they wore that proudly at the graduations. So it was really, really a great evening having them come to the podium and receive their awards.
What a great way to recognize the youth in the community who are really doing some phenomenal work.
Yes.
That's fantastic. And now there's a fund that you have tied with this, right?
It's a freedom fundraiser, our Citizen of the Year Awards program. In the NAACP, we're very limited what we can do. You can have income by a freedom fund, and then afterwards, the national gets 25%. I wanted the community to know that. And we have 2 for the awards program, which is involving the community. And then in December, we have the Life Membership Luncheon. So we have a lot of seniors that are life members of the branch and have been for decades. So that's the only thing that we could do in true membership. And those are the three ways that we can raise funds for the branch.
That's fantastic. And so we've talked a little bit about the Citizens of the Year, but in addition to that, you honored some additional folks as well, right?
Yes. Well, the Lifetime Achievement Award is a very important award. And Mr. Theodore Edlick, Ted Edlick, everyone in the community knows him. 40 years. He was a dedicated president and CEO of the TAP organization. And he just led that organization and spawned off other organizations, and there's just so many people that have been served, and he was the head for 40 years. How many people stay married for even 40 days now? But this was a man that needed to be recognized for his time and efforts. And of course, our Service to the Nation Award. We don't give that out every year. And a young gentleman was truly deserving of that award, and that was Lieutenant Colonel Michael Scales. And he is in the United States Air Force. So we were very honored and privileged to have him.
That's fantastic. So you have your Citizens of the Year, you have these additional awards. You're really recognizing the youth. That event in and of itself is just an amazing show of how active you are in the community.
Yes, it is. And it's an enjoyable evening. It really is.
Fantastic. Well, I really want to thank you for joining me in the studio today, and appreciate all of the hard work that you've been doing. Well, I thank you so much, and it's been an honor to sit down here with you, and hope that we can have a conversation in the future. Thank you, Brenda. For more information on the Roanoke branch of the NAACP, go to roanoke.naacp-va.org. Coming up, many of you were in downtown Roanoke on May 30th to greet the 611 locomotive as it rolled into the old passenger station at O. Winston Link Museum. I'll ask our next guest about its restoration and what it took to bring it home. Stay with us.